Hey guys, so yeah, I'm just making this vid. Call me Mr. Elman, by the way. Inside joke from high school. Anyways, this vid's a supplement to the long ass post that I am going to be posting, right? I haven't posted yet, I'm just making this vid after I just wrote it up. Still have to edit it, but yeah, it's just me just explaining, right? A little bit about what the hell I'm doing, like right now, right? And my plan is to, uh, I want to make, I want to make vids like not like become like a YouTuber or whatnot, but like I'm planning on like vlogging, right? I don't know if it's gonna be no, not daily, but it's gonna be pretty frequent, right? And what these vlogs are gonna be, like, it's gonna be my ramblings, right, about like life and just my current thoughts, right? Because I feel like at times, right, I don't have that many people to go to talk, right? It's just a few bunch of friends, right? Like a few group of friends, and my younger brother and uh, my therapist, right? But even then, right, those cases are so limited in the way that they think and all this other stuff, and it, I feel like yeah, it's just too limited, and and I can only say so much to them, depending on how the person thinks and all these other things. Maybe they haven't gotten the message that I was trying to, like the full message I was trying to get, and what I'm trying to do is sort of get myself out there and voice myself out to even more people, right? Not trying to get famous, right? But just in the sense that I'm trying to attract a particular group of people where it's like now that for me, right, for my own sake, in terms of acts like like a remedial thing, right? Because right now I am not content with life, and there's just a lot of BS going on in my life, and it's very overwhelming in terms of thoughts and all this other stuff. And I feel like those people that I mentioned, they can only do so much for me, right? And even voicing out to other people, but I feel like by doing this, reaching out to more people, it'll open more doors, right? And possibly, maybe, right, which I'm hoping also that I can sort of help somebody else out, right? Or by indirectly, or maybe just influence just by the words or like the way that I'm saying, just little things, away from the main message, but doing it in like a positive way, right? And that's basically it. Just that, building confidence in myself, right? And also just getting myself out there, right? But people might think that this is like something so trivial that like why do you have to make a vid on this kind of thing, right? It's like a lot of people do this shit anyway, like on the daily basis, right? Or it's like on Facebook, they post random Facebook things, right? Or like on Instagram, or even low key things like those introverts on Facebook, right? Or they're like, oh, they share something. Like everyone's guilty of this, to a certain extent. And yeah, just little things where it's uh, like little actions, whether it's very explicit and obvious that it's you're seeking attention, or if it's very subtle, right? But everyone wants some sort of attention, right? And I've never been, I've always found that concept kind of weird, right? I felt like that's greedy, right? Like a little selfish. And even now, I still think it's a little selfish, right? But I feel like right now, I'm desperate, right? In the sense that I need to do this for my own sake, my own time here on Earth, and enjoy whatever the rest of my life on here, right? And I wanna, yeah, I'm trying to change myself, right? I'm trying to get myself out of this really, really bad rut, right? That I'm in, right? Because of all all this other stuff, and I want to do it my way, and I want to do it in a way where it's like I want to think for myself, right? I'm not trying to not going on for like, well, granted that you are influencing like the way that you're thinking by the people that you meet and all this other stuff, but I want to voice out for my own, right? And it's gonna suck. I was hesitant on doing this as well because that I know that I'm gonna lose some friends along the way, right? And it's gonna suck, right? And if that happens, right, I'm already anticipating it, right? And but I don't think that it's the end, right? And they might see me in a different light, or maybe they'll come back in some later in time, right? It's like we're not in a race, right? People might think they understand, and then later on, after some time, after some reading, after more experiences and stuff, they come back and they see things differently, right? It's for everything when you're for learning in general, right? So that's exactly what it is. Like that post that I made, right? Just because you read it once doesn't mean that you understand it, right? So, or I just sound like maybe I'm fucking crazy, and I am a little bit, right? And also like as like a precursor to all the future vlogs that I'm gonna do on the fly, right? Just that's what I'm saying. Disclaimer: I'm doing it on the fly, right? So it's gonna be very very minimal rehearsal, right? It's like right now like rehearsal in the sense that like I'm thinking about it, or like the number of takes I do to make the vid, right? It'll probably just be on the fly, so you guys can see me get a more accurate representation of who I am genuinely, right? And I want that, right? So that maybe perhaps I can attract a particular group of people that I want to attract, right? And that I feel like uh, that feel like is worth that this guy is worthy of their attention. And I'm gonna make a video on this. It's like that whole thing about like it's like those paradoxes and stuff. It's like, oh, like how are you saying this thing? It's like doesn't isn't that kind of self-centered? It's like selfish, right? But I want to make a vid on this because I feel like a lot of people think these are like little things. Like, oh, what the hell? Like, you really have to make a video on this, right? But they don't really think about all those other cases. And I just feel like everything in life is just confusing, right? And that's another reason why I didn't do it, is because I feel like I think way too much, right? And I find the benefit, like a benefit to doing a certain action, right? And then I think about all the disadvantages and like the negative things, like oh, and then it's like, oh, found one, found this, and then they end up just canceling out, and I just get so damn confused, and I end up not doing anything, right? And then later on, a person who hasn't even thought about all these cases or as many, right, has bigger balls, right, posts a vid just like that, right, and then I'm here just spectating and hating and just feel like shit, right, because I feel like in this journey, right, I'm trying to find my own self-worth, right? I'm trying to find my own value, right? This may sound cheesy as shit, right? Kind of is, but this is just me being honest. I really want that, right? I want to be more genuine, right? And even I can only get genuine to a certain extent, right, online, right? And you have to know me like in person and stuff to actually find out. But I want to clarify, make a more accurate representation of who I am, right? And then I want people to hate me for who I am genuinely, right? And not hate me for the person that I'm not, right? Because when I define fake or something like that, like define in the sense that maybe it's like I'll get along for the most part, right? I'd like to think that I'm pretty I can get along with most people, right? But it's on the surface, right? And I'm trying to dig a little deeper and trying to get. I don't want that. Like I also I want that, right? But at the same time, I feel like it's not genuine enough. Like I want to get closer to people on a deeper level, right? And yeah, I know. And then there's a vid I'm gonna make later on about this that like contradicts this thing about like, how are you gonna do that if you're making like vids and all this. But I won't be doing this forever, but just for now, because right now uh, it's my last resort kind of thing, or I need to do this for me, right? And that's about it. If you made it to the end of the vid, 8 minutes, another ramble, but thank you for your time, right? I really appreciate that. And yeah, peace.